Good morning, and how are we today? I'm at the laundromat, and a thought came to me. So, first of all, let's say welcome to my channel. And this is Bunting Bird coming from East Tennessee. So, came across some videos, and it was talking about how there is only one God and they're not a trinity and all of that. And the individual was using the verse when he said in the beginning, you know, let's make them into our image. And the argument the guy said was that it was God talking with the Son of God, or the sons of God. And you know, and how he always tells his servants everything he's going to do before he does it, and everything else. And you know, and then his argument was, when he was saying our, he was implying them into the group, not the Son and the Holy Spirit. Now, I have a problem with this because, first of all, and then he said something about later on there's a verse that says we are like him instead of them, using that terminology. And I said, okay, but here's the thing: we are in God's image, not the sons of God's image. So why would he imply that we are in his image when he says and then he says our, meaning them too? I'm not getting that. We're in God's image, not the sons of God's image. So when he implies that we are in his image, we are in God's image. So when he says our, he's talking about him, the Son. And here's my other point. Jesus, when he came, he talks many times about the Father. Why would he be implying to himself, saying that, oh, well, I was the Father, excuse me, and then now I come down in this form, and now I'm the Son? Well, then here's my question. When he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, who was he praying to? The sons of God? I don't think so. He was praying to the Father, meaning that he was a separate entity. And he was begging, in a way, for the cup to be passed. But it wasn't his will. It was the Father's will. So there has to have been more than one. Okay? So these people, I'm not one of those ones who stitch other people's videos unless it's a positive thing, or I agree with them and I would like to pass on the good things that I think they said. So I'm not going to bring up that guy's video that I didn't agree with, who was saying there's only one God and not a trinity. I don't feel like that's necessary. I'm just going to tell on my channel that what I do know, or my opinion. Again, these 4 disclaimers: this is my opinions, not facts, okay, on biblical concepts. But we all know what scriptures that he was using. It's the very beginning. Couldn't even tell. I'm just horrible at memorizing biblical scriptures, but I know which one I'm talking about. Creating, you know, it was in the beginning when he was creating us. Jesus talks about his Father all the time, and talks to his Father all the time. So I'm not saying there's not sons of God. It mentions them a couple times in the Bible. However, I don't think that's who he was implying when he said us. We are made in God's image. not, and God is God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That's just what I believe. Take it or leave it. You know, them are just things that I understand that makes me believe that there is a Trinity and not just one Godhead. Okay? So there are many people out there who believe there's only one God, and some people say that when Jesus was resurrected that he turned back into God. It doesn't say that he turned back into God. It says he still has going to have scars. He had to eat after he rose. So if he went back to being the divine God that he was before, he wouldn't need to eat. I believe from now on, he's going to have to also eat from the tree of life, just like we are going to have to when we go to heaven. We're not going to be spirits. Why would we need to eat from the tree of life if we did not have bodies? It makes no sense. Okay? So, these are just some things I'm touching on that I believe in. State of the dead. You know, we're not going to be spirits when we go to heaven. Jesus has to return. There's going to be a judgment. Okay? So, these are just a few things I'm touching on. I'm sure I'll do another video more later. But y'all have a blessed day. Oh, and also, I'm going to also say today is the world's Easter Sunday. I'm not observing it because it's the world's Easter Sunday. If we all, I recently, last year, had done a Bible study, a kids' Bible study, and we had covered Jesus's death or life right up to the crucifixion that week, and it was during the Passover, guys, the Jewish Passover. So we do know when Christ was crucified. Not exactly the day, but we know that a lot of the events and his arrest and everything happened during the Passover. So me and my family in my house, we're going to observe Easter this year near the end of the Passover this year, which is Easter Sunday for us is going to be May 5th, 2024. So that Sunday, it's so if you don't know when the Jewish Passover is this year, you can just Google it, and it does kind of float just like the world Easter, only it has something to do with the Jewish calendar and the world calendar. We here in the world goes by the Gregorian calendar, and there is a Jewish calendar that's different. And so you'll just have to Google the Passover for this year, and you can kind of find out exactly. But that's when we're keeping Easter from now on. We all have a blessed day, and God bless.